This is Kristina Davies from St. Vincent Basilica Parish, offering you a reflection for Sunday, October 31st, which is the 31st Sunday in Ordinary Time. Our Gospel passage for this Sunday is from the Gospel of Mark. And in it, Jesus is in the temple in Jerusalem. He and the religious authorities, the Sadducees and the scribes, are debating back and forth. And the Sadducees and the scribes are trying to set a trap for Jesus. They're trying to ensnare him with his words so that they have some charges they can press against him. And that's what happens before we get to our particular passage. And our particular passage starts with a scribe who is impressed with Jesus' answers, who comes forward to ask him a sincere question. And he asks him to tell him what the greatest of all the commandments is. Jesus, being the consummate divine teacher, takes the opportunity to not just answer the question, but to teach a deeper truth. The scribe asks for one great commandment, the first of the commandments, and Jesus gives it to him, that it's to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your understanding, with all your strength. And then he gives a second one, saying that they are alike, they are connected. It's to love your neighbor as yourself. And so we see that love of God is inextricably tied to the love of our neighbor. It's as if Jesus had media training in which they teach you to answer not the question that they ask, but the question you wish they had asked. Years later, St. Augustine has a similar teaching when he says, "Love God and do whatever you please, for the soul trained in love to God will do nothing to offend the one who is beloved." So that opportunity that Jesus took to teach a greater, deeper truth is the first thing that struck me about today's gospel. The second thing that struck me is that Jesus' answer about which is the greatest, the first of all the commandments, is about relationship. It's about love. It's about putting God first. And when you put God first and you are truly in a loving relationship with God, how that love works through you and reaches out to your neighbors. So, of all the commandments that we all know, that we've all heard, of all the moral rules, of all the teachings, Jesus picks and teaches that this is the greatest of all the commandments. It's not a thou shalt not commandment that he picks. It's a commandment about relationship and true love.